It's Monday, I'm Guy, and welcome to Start Select, the video game show that breaks down the latest games news into tasty, bite-sized chunks. Prepare to nom down on these juicy morsels. Zumba marks 10 weeks shaking its ass at the top of the chart. Diablo III gets an auction house in which you can make real money. And SoulCalibur V struts its stuff at the annual Evo fighting game tournament. In what's fast becoming the longest and unfunniest joke in the history of the UK games chart, Zumba Fitness has made it 10 weeks at the top. In fact, Zumba addicts up and down the UK shimmied out to buy 33% more copies than they did last week. The bean counters over at ChartTrack claim that this now puts Zumba ahead of titles such as Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2 and FIFA 07 for the most number of weeks at the top of the UK chart. Things get even worse, though, I'm afraid, especially for the poor schmuck presenting Start Select next Monday. Unless Paramedic Simulator or Phineas and Ferb across the second dimension capture the imagination of the game's buying public, then there's nothing to challenge Zumba Fitness's domination for an 11th week. We'll bring you another apathy-fueled update next Monday. Some big Diablo III news hit the site from our friends over at GameSpot Asia this weekend. Developer Blizzard has announced that you'll be able to buy weapons, armor and runestones with real-world money or in-game gold through the in-game auction house. Each seller will be charged a fixed transaction fee for each item listed, and you guessed it, Blizzard stands in line to make a fortune, taking a small amount of the fee for each item sold. The downside? Like so many other PC games of late, Blizzard said that Diablo III will require a constant online connection to work. Still, you do get a Diablo III banner, though, which will show off your achievements in the game through symbols representing which parts you've completed. Yay for banners! We got our first peek at SoulCalibur V back when it was announced in May, and a peek it was. Not much more than a glimpse at new Kid Patroclus, as seen here. Over the weekend, though, we got a proper eyeful of the game's edged weapon enthusiast having at it, in footage from demos at the Evo Championship Series, an international fighting game tournament that takes place yearly in Las Vegas. In the footage were matches between a mix of returning characters and new faces. First up, we saw pneumatic whipsword fan Ivy toe-to-toe with new girl Natsu, who is a ninja. And Siegfried, series protagonist, facing off with fellow SoulCalibur old hand Mitsurugi. And also Patroclus, son of Sophitia and star of the new game, rumbling with Zwei, another newcomer, seen here waving the triple-handled sword. For those demos in full, and to find out how the game is going to be lighter and sharper, see our SoulCalibur V page over at tinyurl.com/SoulCalibur5. That, though, is your lot for today's Start Select, but remember to join Jane for another update tomorrow. Waving the triple-handed sword. Triple-handled sword, sorry. Seen here waving the triple-handled sword. Brilliant.